Good morning, everyone. I'm Assemblywoman Jodi Giglio, the ranking member of the Assembly People with Disabilities Committees, and I am proud to represent the 2nd Assembly District in the New York State Assembly. Thank you to everyone for being here today in our state's capital to address an urgent issue, the challenges facing New York's early intervention program, which provides critical support for children with unique abilities during their most formative years. Special thanks to the Assembly Minority Leader, Will Barkley, and the Assembly Minority Conference that he leads with distinction for standing with me today. This program isn't just another state or governmental service. It's a lifeline for New York families, offering vital therapy and support for children from birth to age 3, a period when 80% of brain development occurs. These early connections shape their futures. Yet today, thousands of families and providers across our beloved state are struggling under the weight of a system that isn't delivering as it should. The rollout of the new EI Hub system, intended to improve security, efficiency, and performance, has instead created significant disruptions. Children are left waiting for critical services, providers are fighting to get paid, and families are caught in a bureaucratic nightmare, all too common in New York, unfortunately. For a system designed to help, it is tragically failing spectacularly. Let me be clear. We appreciate the efforts of our New York State Department of Health Commissioner McDonald and the entire Department of Health to address these issues. We understand the challenges of overhauling such a complex system, but good intentions alone do not get children the therapy they need. We've all heard the stories. Providers spending hours on data entry instead of delivering services. Families waiting weeks, sometimes months, to see progress. Therapists who give their all to support our children, struggling to get the paychecks they've earned. Meanwhile, as the system falters, it's our kids who bear the brunt of these failures. Take Laura Dakin's granddaughter, Nova, for example. As reported by CBS News, a young child born premature who began receiving life-changing therapy early on. Her grandmother describes the incredible progress Nova made until the new system went live. Now her services are delayed because Nova isn't even listed in the database. It's heartbreaking and completely unacceptable. We need action. Real immediate solutions, not just tweaks to a broken system. This isn't about fixing a glitch, it's about fixing lives. Here's what I, along with my colleagues, are demanding today. A dual system approach. Keep the existing system operational alongside the EI Hub until all the issues are resolved. Families can't afford to wait while we figure this out. An independent, comprehensive investigation, the EI Hub's rollout has raised serious questions about oversight and accountability. How did this contract get approved? And why are we here today instead of celebrating a smooth transition? Support for providers. Ensure therapists and service providers are paid on time. They can't continue their vital work if they can't make ends meet. This is not just a public policy issue, it's a moral imperative. Every child in our state deserves the chance to thrive, and every family deserves a system they can rely on. To the families here today, your voices matter. To the providers, your work inspires us. And to my colleagues and state leaders, we owe it to these children to do better, and we will. Let's get this done. Not tomorrow, not next year, but now, 2025. The 2025 legislative session is the perfect time to act. The children of New York deserve nothing less. Thank you again for being here. Now let's hear from some of my colleagues and the experts and families who live this reality every day. Their stories will drive the change we so desperately need, and I am deeply honored to provide them a platform to do so. At this time, I would like to invite Assemblymember Ed Raw. He is the ranking member on the Ways and Means Committee that is going to just say a few words, and then we will have Assemblyman Ari Brown say a few words. He will introduce him, and Ari will introduce Assemblymember Mary Beth Walsh.